emotional check-in to see why when you see this will be the weekend probably when this uploads. So for the weekend to see what's going on with you and your twin flame as well. So if you need to see what's going on with the divine feminine, divine masculine, here this is a way of just trying to see how they are in their fields. I am divine sunshine, and I am an intuitive, highly empathic teacher and educator. So I make sure that you are being educated on what is going on in the twin flame connection. My dharma is that I am an educator and a warrior. So I make sure that as I'm educating you, that I am empowering you to be the best you can be. All right then. So let's look and see. Clear. That's my little thing. What's going on with the divine feminines? And what's going on with the divine masculines? Oh, I love these cards. You see how they came right straight on out there? Yes. All right. Let's see what's happening with the emotional check-in. I've been kind of guided to kind of like pull away. I don't know. It'll come back again. I'm not saying hard nose anymore, because most time when I say hard nose, spirit will bring me in the next thing. So I'm going as I'm guided. So again, the DM to DF stuff, I'm checking in, especially with these energies that we're going through, and they're supposed to be very emotional. So I'm being very much guided to go more so into emotions, to look and see what's going on for the collective, and then you could be able to do that. So I'm going to check in and see what's going on with the collective, and then the next thing I want to do is find out what's going to change for us. I like changes, and I got some new cards here that's going to talk about the relationship. And so let's run it down. So again, so we have for the divine feminine here, we have comforted, and so again, reassured, consoled, and nourished. This to me is like the inner child doing things again. If you did from the last emotional check-in, where we were talking about how you were doing the inner child work and being able to, if not, this is what's being guided to me. This to me represents the inner child here, making sure that they're comforted. Again, you know, with your inner child, most of the time they're very much so truthful. They don't hold any punches. They tell you what they like, what they don't like. Right now here, it seems like now when we talk about these inner child things, we're making sure that within us, that vulnerable place, that we are being reassured, that we're consoling ourselves right now. And I kind of said that for the thing, I don't really like myself. What do we say? I don't think I like myself. Trigger warning. This is like here, learning how to say, okay, it's okay with me not being ready. It's okay for the way I'm feeling or expressing myself, to be able to be in that spot. Right now, you're learning the divine feminines. You're learning how to be compassionate with yourself. I felt that too. Is this 2 cards or 1? Hold on 1 second. Being compassionate, empathetic. Let me put my glasses on, because I can tell already. I'm kind of like, I'm trying to see it, but it's blurry. So my glasses help me to bring things in focus. So right now, the divine feminine is being compassionate. She's being empathetic, caring, sympathetic. To me, you're really trying to be, and this is understanding, this has got a bird here, which is understanding and being compassionate about your own ascension. I want to even step out and say you're being compassionate about the ascension even of others that surround you. Understanding this is different. Ascension is different from everybody that's around here. Even your divine counterpart. You're like, okay, hey, you ain't there yet. Guess what? That don't stop my hustle and flow. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. And to me, this is understanding, and this is a bluebird here as well. I have to look up and see what that actually means there. But it's interesting that it's got the heart chakra. So really becoming more into the heart and being sympathetic about that. There's some confusion about your directions here that's going here, and I think that's why maybe right now at this time you're feeling like, to me, it's a standstill. It's not like a stalemate, but it's more so of a thing that's saying I'm not going to move until I see it. And that's what my thing is. It's like right now where I am, let's just learn how to be comfortable where I am, and learn how to be compassionate about, okay, hey, this is where I'm at. It's okay that I haven't gone any further than this. Not beating yourself up about that, and just really understanding, hey, at this point, this is where I am. I see a shadow. Yeah, yeah, and so why at this point, I was like, don't be scared. I'm like, ah. So at this point, we at the scene that right now, there is some, you feel this way why you want to kind of like stop is because you've had some confusion early in the point. And to me, it's like, hey, to stop all this madness, this going in all different type of directions, let's just get to a point that we just don't move at all and we just stay in one spot. Because you feel disorientated, bewildered, and puzzled. To me, this reminds me of all this kind of like energies that's going on, all of these type of emotions that's also hitting as well, that's going through the energies. And it's just like right now, you just feel like a person, like if I could just wrap myself in a gold blanket, as David said, that would be fine for the divine feminine. And so that's what you're feeling, like you're confused. I want to check this out for 1 second, because now I just want to see, it says check the energy card. I want just some just to clarify that just real quick. What's the confusion? Angel of balance. This you just being balanced about what's happening in the past. That's why I say this not moving, trying to continue to follow the light. And at this time, you're just really feeling like, let me just stop and just kind of get my balance. Let me about everything that's going on. For the divine masculine energies, you have right now, he's feeling being confident. Okay. This is like, to me, wanting to take this deep dive. This is almost looking like a fool's journey, but instead of the other card, most of them have them falling backwards. He's ready to kind of make this dive. Self-assured, courageous, bold. He wants to do this divine masculine collective energies. This is what's in their emotions. They want to go ahead and be bold and be courageous about this. It's interesting, they got this red-orange on, and which is a reddish orange. But again, as far as how he's being able to connect with others, how he's able to manifest things. He wants to be confident, but this is followed out by the next card, which is he's afraid though. He's fearful, he's scared, he's terrified of really going down here, because he feels like, again, if he goes through this forest here, he sees if you see little eyes here, which look like little creepy things here, that's really looking at him to say, they're going to get me. The boogeyman is going to get me. So he's fearful for going into this forest, which is, to me, is like trees represents knowledge, for him to be able to get more information about something. So he's scared to kind of go into that. He also feels like right now the divine masculine feels angry, interesting. So he's mad and furious and enraged. And to me, it seems like he's mad and furious and enraged about him being at the spot that he's actually in at this point. He doesn't really understand how he's gotten there. He's also angry. It seems like to me like spirit is putting this like fire on his behind as well. He's got this lightning bolt that has hit him, which to me that's an energy of source saying, okay, I understand you're afraid, but you've got to move. This is something that he is. And so again, this is the last card. So again, these divine masculines here also are feeling ashamed of something. Now this is interesting. This is him unworthy, disgraced, and humiliated. This is interesting. This looks like a woman's shadow here. So some kind of woman here is causing this him to be ashamed here. So this could be, again, we know with the energies they're saying now, you got some mother figure issues that he's got to be dealing with as well. And then also that could be, if it's the karmic situation he's ashamed of. And it could also be the divine feminine energies that he's ashamed of. Let me look and see about that. Let me get it clarified. The rest of them is pretty much telling on themselves. But let me just see about what is this ashamed. I have overall energies when I did that. I don't remember that. Okay, let me stop. This is it. It's the world. Okay, how he's going to be at the world. It's these illusions that's going on here as well. Looks like to me if he get past all of this energies here that was having about this shame with the mother, he would be able to obtain the world, but these illusions is stopping him from him being able to see the actual light. And that's what the divine masculine is working, is right now working with the energies of that. Can you explain angry to me, please? Just in case, I just want to make sure. Yeah, angry about this broken heart. Angry and his broken heart. I'm picking up again. I'm still channeling here. He's angry about this broken heart, about him really having to grieve. We said it before about this death that, you know, Spirit is told you got to grow up. And he's really grieving that as well. It's about this spot. To me, I'm feeling like a person saying he's sitting in the spot and like actually somebody doing lightning, striking it to his ass actually, and say ow, and you got to get to moving. You know, it's like that. You know, it's like I'm gonna keep on hitting you with this lightning bolt to your ass until you kind of get a point and understand it's time for you to get to moving. And this is what I'm seeing them showing me, like and they just actually moving off of this. And so they're angry about this because they actually, somebody's putting lightning to their ass for them to actually start moving. So they're angry about that, but they're angry also about this heartache that they put on their divine feminine, the heartache that maybe this mother figure has done, this heartache that he's putting on with the karmic as well. Yes, I'm saying that. And then also him getting himself in this situation with this karmic situation. He's probably thinking also with the divine feminine. It's all these things that's there. So he feels, you know, he's confident he wants to do this. He wants to take this deep dive. Let me see about that just to get make sure it's not me. Right, but he's hostile. But to me, again, that's like using rage. Hostilities can be like rage, and you can use that in a healthy way to really set you off to say, you know, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. And he actually gets to moving. This is another thing about this mode, you know, the hostile can also be, you know, everything I tell you all has a shadow side. I said that. Again, you have a good and a bad. It's always that kind of stuff. You know, you can be happy that somebody broke their leg because you didn't like them no way. You say, oh, okay. You know, they come in the same outfit and all of a sudden in the same heels and shoes and everything. And they sit down, they rip their outfit and they're like, oh, okay, I got to go home. And you happy about that. And then it's another person the way you say, oh, you happy about, oh, you look so cute. I'm so glad you're here. That's another way. That's why I say happy. Each word has a shadow and a light to it. It can be used either way, for negative and for good on that one. So that is what's going on there. Interesting mix for the divine masculine, but that's understanding, an interesting mix for the divine feminine as well. Let's look and see as far as what source is telling that we have to, some life changes sources says is about to come about for the divine feminine. What is that? Clear. And what some life changes for the divine masculine? Whoa. All right, for the divine feminine, it says keep the faith. That's what's changes that's got to come. Those of you all that really want this union, euphoria, we have to keep the faith. We got to trust in the downloads and what they're saying, these visions, these dreams, these things. Knowing that we've got to eliminate some things that's helping us to transform ourselves, understanding that we again have to get now into a core of our identity, who we are, who we say we are. We are divine feminists in union. That's who we have to start identifying as, and being, it's got a little tinge of red in it, and being grounded and rooted in that understanding. They also said for us that these sentimental feelings, to me, these sentimental feelings can also has a shadow, and this is what they're bringing to me, sentimental feelings about what had happened in the past, what had been done to us in the past from the divine masculine or divine masculine, the feminine or females or males that did, because you know each one we house both of them. Those things, sentimental feelings, we got to transform those things so that we can be able to build healthy relationships. How we relate to others. We got to release here too, and how we relate to others, and it's just on. So how we able to relate to others, how we able to manifest things there as well. We have here for the divine masculine here, you need to, divine masculine energies, they say what's about to change is you about to leave. You about to leave your comfort zone. You are about to leave where you are physically. You're about to leave where you are mentally. You're about to leave where you are spiritually. You're about to leave where you are psychologically. Okay, so this is what they're saying. What's about to transform? Because really, truly, according to sources, say it's in black and white. You've got to transform. You got to open yourself and then follow your bliss. Follow your love. Since this is a light pink here, this is your love. It hasn't turned into bliss yet, or your passion for it, because it has to be like a real fuchsia, bright, hot pink. And it hasn't gotten there. But it's like if you follow where your heart, where your love is, that is pretty much pink. Is usually the color of love, light pink. And that's what they're saying. You've got to find your way so it can get you, lead to love for that transformation, so it can help you to be in your heart space. Truly, they're saying leaving. So that is what is changing for you all. And Lightning said again, I want to make sure, sources saying they putting the lightning bolt to your ass. They lighten up that ass. They lighten it and lighten it up. Light it up. Okay? Because it's time for you to actually, it's moving time. Okay? So this is what they're saying here. This is what's going on. This is in the air, in the ethers. You know, they're going to keep on doing it until some of y'all say, okay, I'm with this. What they say you need to surrender. That's the most next thing. What do you need to surrender? Clear. Wrap it up. I'll take it. All right, for the divine feminine, surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashings, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. This is what you need to surrender to, okay? Especially you got off this, you say you're comforted. You need to be comforted that your intuition is leading you there. You need to find compassion in what you're finding, what's happening in your gut feeling. Thank you. Thank you. That's an amen from that. And then also, again, so that could stop you from that having that experience, that confusion. Okay. Also, surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. You know, you might talk to somebody and you say, you know what, we both are right. You're right and you're seeing your way of doing it. I see how I'm right. I think about the Buddhist way. The Buddhist race say, can't we both be right? There is no right or wrong, because again, where you come from, the conclusion and the things that happen in life, yes, that's good for you. And the way I come to the conclusion for me is right for me. And so again, understanding that, you know, not to be able to just close off, but listen to somebody and kind of decipher from what they're saying. Is there some truth that maybe I could walk away and take from it? If not, hey, leave it there. Like my minister used to say, she's like, take from the platter that I'm serving out here. If it's good for you, you need to take off. If not, you could just let me go on and take my platter and serve the next person as I'm serving out hors d'oeuvres or serving out this truth to everybody. So this is where you're at. For the divine masculine here, they say surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough or according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. I keep on getting drawn to this card here, which is confident. Be confident in and let go. This is really like a free fall. Like I'm free falling. So you just falling. You don't know. I don't know where she gonna land, where she gonna end up at. But again, this is really going with the flow with divine timing as well. Now, this is what they bring it to me. Thank you. Because I was like, listen here, we didn't heard this divine timing again. The divine timing does not mean that you continuously just continue to wait divine masculine. Divine timing might say, if I keep on putting the lightning to your ass, that means the time is now. It means jump now, not later. This is it. Cycle's over. Time to leave. It is all you're doing is getting angry. To me, what you staying in this here, you're getting more, you're developing more negative emotions or feels than what you're supposed to be doing if you are out of the situation. Again, they say surrender to trust. If divine timing say it's time to jump now, this reminds me of double dutch. When they used to do it, you be turning the rope and they were like, now. When every time I say now, that means I'm lifting up the rope. You could be able to jump in right there. Now. Now. That's you jumping in. Now. And the source is like, I'm jumping, I'm seeing angels and the rest of my Archangel Michael and Uriel and Gabriel on the other end, and they like, we jumping and we turning and we telling them now, and you ain't doing nothing and you just standing there. So with them, it's like, source keep on saying after a while, they used to do that in double dutch too. Somebody would come behind you and they just push your head behind on in. Just push your ass right on in. Bam, you're like, dang. And you start jumping, because it's like, we was tired of you. Didn't look like you was going to ever jump in. This is what they're saying. Surrender to trust, Divine Masculine. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by others people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. I feel like I'm in my Divine Masculine energies on that note right there. If they say it is, it is. Way it looks for you is not the way it looks for everybody else. I'm just going to still keep on saying that. Okay, clear. All right then. So now let's look for what's happening for the Divine Masculine with the relationship cards. These are the new ones I have gotten for here. This is quite a bit. Okay. I should say for just one card. They're going to have one. I know that's a lot of them. Let's do this again. Source, give me just one card, please. Thank you. Okay, Source, can you just give me one card? Do it again. Source. Thank you. All right, then. All right, then. So for the Divine Feminines, your relationship card is this. I have complete control over my own thoughts. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. But if instead you take control of your own emotions and think an improved thought because it feels better to do so, you can turn it around. You have no real control of what anyone else is doing with their vibration or with their actions for that matter. But you have complete control over your thoughts, vibrations, emotions, and point of attraction. And that's why you're going to feel comforted. And that's why you're going to use this. You're going to use compassion so it can stop you from having this confusion all over the place. This is right on the money. Thank you, Source. For the Divine Masculine, your relationship card is I can attract relationships that agree with my desires. People are not finding it difficult to find the mate of their dreams because that person is not out there, but because of their own contradictions to their own desires and thoughts. They offer about the subject every day. When you consistently offer thoughts about your future relationship that feel good while you think them, that means you are consistently matching the desires that you have discovered as you have lived life. And under those conditions only, someone in agreement with your desires could come to you. And that is, again, you do that, then you'll be able to feel confident. But until you adapt that and be the lover that you want to attract, you're going to continue to be afraid. You continue to be in the space of being angry. And you continue to be in the space of being ashamed because of this broken heart. You can't see the world. But you got to understand Divine Masculines. You got to trust divine timing and to surrender to trust. All right, then. That is your emotional check-in for the weekend. All right, then. Until next time, until I check in, I'll see if I come back on here for tomorrow. But that is your emotional check-in. All right, then. The next following day on that one. So it's always stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste. Namago. Love you. Watch the commercial afterwards to tell you about what great products I'm offering on Divineunisouls11.co.